Okay, guys. Time for the November. Gosh, crazy. We're already in November, almost December. Time for the November Cotterford Day Remember tip. First of all, I just wanted to tell everybody happy holidays. Hope everybody's enjoying time with family and friends. And blessed to here in the United States of America, blessed to live where we do, and blessed to spend time with our loved ones. So I hope everybody's having a great holiday season. And again, just want to do a little bit of a quick tip here for you guys heading into the winter and keep it simple. So today we're going to dispel, I think, a myth that we've been told over the years, and that is that your head stays still. Think about that. We're about to move this club back and forth and towards something and try and move a ball 200 and some yards or something like that with a driver. Does it make sense that in doing that we would be still? No, that sounds illogical, doesn't it? Also, every sport to produce forward momentum, we go back to go forward as a pitcher. The batter goes back to push the ground to bat. The hockey player unweights their front skate and reweights it to hit a slap shot. So that's really what golf is. And if you really go and you study the best players in the world, no one's staying in one place, right? We're in motion, so it'd be impossible to be still when we're in motion. So I'm going to use these sticks as kind of a representation to me of what kind of we do. So if I kind of put the green stick as a representation of where my center of mass or where my head would be, which center of mass right here under your belt buckle, and the two white sticks would be my right joint alignment of, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, being the left one. And what you commonly see with the best players is they'll start centered, and the first thing they do is they have a little gradual move to the right, and then they feel loaded into this trail leg. Just like the pitcher, just like the batter, just like all these other sports that we talked about. How do you know you're doing that right? Well, you should feel strong. You should feel balanced. You should feel stable, and you should feel like you can push and go back in the other direction. So to me, I always like to think of it, I stole this from George Knudsen's book, which is that, he thought of it as a loading and unloading between your 2 feet. And he said, don't worry about your head, it's on your spine, it'll go where you go. So there's one of the best ball strikers who thought your head was kind of irrelevant. So load to the right. So hey, you get a little lateral shift, and you load and you feel strong over this leg. Now on the way through, it's the opposite. As you get to the top, we kind of push down and our head recenters over the center stick. And then as you take this and you move it forward, you're over your left joint alignment. The club is balanced on your hands over your shoulder, and you should feel your spine is up, tall, and neutral, and that you're facing the target and you're in balance. So I always tell people to find those two places, because you're really moving between those two, is to trust your human instinct, right? Where do I feel strong and loaded? Where do I feel poised and balanced and at the target like I could stand here? And where do I feel like I don't have any pressure on my spine? I'm also not saying to try to move your head. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I wouldn't aspire to keep it dead still. I think that's crazy. And I think it's relative to motion. Yeah, when you putt and chip, it's a narrow stance and you're not moving around much and you're only moving a ball, say 10 feet to 30 feet. Well, you're not going to move your head. Just like if I tossed a ball to you there, I wouldn't need to. But if I backed that camera up 30 yards and I had to throw you a football, I'd have to move more to get more momentum to get it there. So kind of trust your human instincts for motion. Balance yourself between your 2 feet. Load to the right where you feel strong, and unload to the target where you feel balanced and poised and your spine's neutral. And if you keep it simple and you focus more on athletic instinct and not trying to falsely keep your head still, I think that'll really help you. Hope everybody has a great Christmas, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon.